Today is Friday 15th of August, pre-market open 8:49 in the morning, and we're looking usually at, as usual, at the November 2014 UK wheat chart. And we've got the monthly chart in front of us, and I've just put these key levels on the line of support and resistance over the last 30 years, just to give some indication of where we are at the present moment. If we do break this monthly candle here, July at 122, and we take out the last swing low at 1950, on the support here levels we've got 115, minus support 110, and then we've got down at £100 a tonne, so major support down there, and then below that £90 a tonne. So that gives you an indication of where we are. We've got our long-term support here back into 1996, 129, and that's the swing high here of 2003 at 110. So then we come down into our weekly chart, and you can see here these are the levels I've been watching. We've had two inside weeks, a high of 126.65, and obviously the swing low here at 1950. This big red candle had a green candle here. The previous week we tried to go up, test the high, failed, come back down, and we're in the middle of the range. Looks as though we're having a smaller candle here within the range to go into close today. And now we go down into the daily one. And you see here I've got my marks marked on here, swing high at 26.65 and the low here at 19.50. Now this is the low of the July big red monthly candle at 122. We closed below that on Wednesday, and yesterday Thursday we closed below it. Also, we have not seen a sort of whole body candle close below it, but it is showing that we are nibbling away and deteriorating quite considerably, and obviously it is an initial sell sign again below this 122. If we then take out this low here of 1950 with a daily close, then obviously we are heading back down to that 115 mark, 110 mark, if we see a close again tonight below this level. So obviously, unfortunately, we are deteriorating again. We're testing the support, and it looks as though it's giving away at the present moment. Just briefly looking on the longer term position at the moment, this is the feed wheat futures closing price. Interesting to see that November at the moment 2015 is 135.50 traded last night, and November 2016 146. So if you think, going back to that monthly chart, at 135.50, that begins to look attractive if we do break that low. So you are selling above the 1996 high and above the swing low of 2012 and above the high of 2010. So it begins to look that is an attractive price, and then you sort of look at 2 years price, 146, you're somewhere up here, and obviously worth talking that if this breaks, we then could possibly head down to £100. So obviously that's something we want to keep an eye on over the next coming months. Briefly come down into the US wheat. We got December contract here. We looked at this last week. We went up and tested this 580 swing low here of last February, and you can see that is now giving away, and we're now falling back below. We're now falling down to test the lows here at 540. Obviously, if that 540 support gives, in line with what we're seeing on the UK chart, testing that low of 1950, then we could see dramatic moves going back down. The trend is obviously still pointing downwards on the US and the UK wheat. And then finally we're looking at Aussie rape here. We saw that break of that last swing low, 345. We've seen this congestion, had a low here, 300, and we're now heading back downwards within the trend. If we break this 320 again, then obviously we're looking at 300 test again. So obviously, just to recap, on the feed wheat market, UK, Here, if we see a close tonight, again below this monthly swing low, 122, that's sort of confirmation of still bearish signs. And then obviously if we finally see a swing low, a close below this 1950, then we are looking to head back down to the 115. But obviously on the reverse of that, if this fails, we could see an instant rejection and quite a swift move to the upside. So obviously it's going to be crucial again, watching this market over the next 3 or 4 days until next Wednesday possibly. But I'll put an update this time next week. Thanks for watching.